Every mile tells a story. These are the stories of TeamCWD.
So training and racing with type 1 diabetes is very tough, but that's exactly why we do it. This is running some of the longest amount of distances over the shortest period of time. So being prepared for that as a person with diabetes, it forces you to be very disciplined and dedicated to things like your nutrition, your glucose management, how to use your diabetes devices. I was inspired to run with TeamCWD because of the stories of the families and children with diabetes that I've learned about throughout the years, participating at the conferences or at the different events that CWD hosts. And so knowing that they deal with this similar to what I deal with is why I want to run for them.
Something just drew me to TeamCWD, and I like to think the universe works in mysterious ways, because I'd never heard of TeamCWD before. So joining TeamCWD was like opening a door into the most loving community that I had no idea existed. I had never run Disney before, so having a community already, they're like, we're gonna meet up before the race, here's where we're gonna be. And then I think it was when I was finishing the half marathon, about a mile out from the finish line, I saw a huge smiley face being held up in the stands. And I was like, my people are here! And so that just really carried me into the last mile.
That was a much needed moment for me because around that distance, you start getting tired and you start, realizing that you're running a marathon, you still have like 13 miles to go. So CWD, to me personally, is one of the organizations that I think that does advocacy and diabetes awareness so right in our space because of its focus on the families and children with diabetes. And it's very simple. It's simply due to the fact that there is programming, education, support for really just this community that needs it.
What surprised me most about the Run Disney weekend was how many times I cried from being so happy. It was just so magical and amazing. Everyone's there to have fun, and the positivity around you is this huge bubble of magic.
Yeah, oftentimes with having diabetes, you feel like you are beat a lot by your glucose level or the price of something that you have to pay for your medication, or having to do something with your diabetes device. And that can be very challenging. But when I was crossing each of those finish lines, it was almost if I was like beating diabetes, and diabetes was not controlling me. I was controlling it. So really now I think it's about being able to be that person for the next person as well, passing that down and helping them know that if I can do it, they can too, because someone did that for me. So, that would be my focus of trying to make sure that, if you're a person with diabetes, you can do this. It's very tough and it takes a lot of discipline and focus, but through that work, you can ultimately, I think, become better at knowing your own diabetes, knowing your fitness, and at the end, not just run marathons, but also be able to know how to, again, manage your diabetes in a way that works for you.
I don't have type 1 diabetes, and I don't have any direct family members with type 1 diabetes, but interacting with the passionate people that are involved in this organization, I want to do whatever I can to support them. They're positivity makers. They're making a difference out there in the world. And by joining TeamCWD, you're helping that. You are part of that. Doesn't matter if you have type 1 or not. You're there and you are being a part of that positive community.
Whether you live with type 1 diabetes or run for someone who does,
every step with TeamCWD helps bring families to Friends for Life. Learn more and join us at cwd.is/TeamCWD.
Care today, so we're ready for a cure tomorrow.